I'm Ashley Sears, and these are Wisconsin's most wanted for October 2025.
A driver was on parole for a fatal crash when U.S. Marshals say he nearly caused another one. 2 people were seriously injured.
And the driver who investigators say hit them, well, he left the scene. Fox 6's Ashley Sears shows us the tattoos that can help identify this fugitive.
When you try to beat the clock, sometimes big mistakes are made.
This is the kind of person we absolutely don't want behind the wheel anymore.
U.S. Marshals say Cortez Moore has shown time after time he can't be trusted on the streets.
Primarily, his run-in with law enforcement has all been behind the wheel.
In May 2024, prosecutors say Moore was speeding on 76th when he hit another car at Ruby. A grandfather and grandson were seriously hurt and rushed to the hospital. When an officer arrived on the scene, investigators say Moore told a lie.
Mr. Moore tells that officer that he was a passenger in the striking vehicle, and he says that the driver ran off.
Police say DOT cameras proved otherwise, showing Moore was the only person in the car.
While the officer is attending to those 2 victims, Mr. Moore gives that officer the slide and disappears when they're not paying attention.
He's been on the run ever since. Court records show the 24-year-old was on parole at the time. In 2020, he was convicted in a fatal crash that killed a passenger.
Mr. Moore has a pretty horrendous driving record.
The fugitive has ties to the Milwaukee and Madison areas and noticeable tattoos. The name Jaytaiz on his left forearm.
Mr. Moore's right forearm is a distinctive design of a clock that has some floral pattern around the outside of the clock.
A fitting sketch for a man whose time might soon be up.
Our message to Mr. Moore is stop running.
U.S. Marshals say the clock is ticking on this case. In Milwaukee, Ashley Sears, Fox 6 News.
Let's recap here. Cortez Moore, 6'1", goes about 240. The 24-year-old is believed to travel between Milwaukee and the Madison areas. And again, he has that distinct tattoo on his forearm, number of them, as a matter of fact. If you know where he is tonight, you're asked to call the U.S. Marshals tip line, 414-297-3707. And, of course, you can remain anonymous. A Milwaukee man on supervised relief is back in trouble with the law just 2 months after being let out of federal prison. He was charged in a domestic abuse case. Now he's on the run. Fox 6's Ashley Sears with where he might be hiding.
A life of crime should never be anyone's calling. U.S. Marshals say Jaytaiz Polk has a lengthy criminal past and needs to answer for the crimes he's committed.
There's no telling what he'll do to the general public.
In 2016, Polk was charged federally for stealing a car with a gun. He went to prison and was released in May of this year. The 29-year-old was put on supervised release, and U.S. Marshals say he almost immediately began messing up.
As soon as he gets out of jail, he's already causing physical harm to people, especially people he potentially cares about.
In July, prosecutors say a ringing phone led to a violent night. While Polk and a woman slept in an apartment, investigators say his phone was ringing off the hook. When the pregnant woman asked Polk to leave the Southside apartment, prosecutors say an argument became physical. Polk was charged with battery and disorderly conduct. U.S. Marshals have been looking for him ever since.
We'd like this to end as quickly and safely as possible.
U.S. Marshals are optimistic doing that is just a phone call away. In Milwaukee, Ashley Sears, Fox 6 News.
Let's recap here. Jaytaiz Polk is about 5'11", goes 260 pounds. The 29-year-old is believed to be in Milwaukee. If you know where he is, you're asked to call the U.S. Marshals tip line at 414-297-3707. You can remain anonymous.
Polk was arrested just 4 days after his profile aired on Fox 6 News by Oak Creek Police when their department's Special Enforcement Unit engaged in a drug investigation.
A Milwaukee man is accused of sexually assaulting 2 women, then trying to have them killed. He bonded out of jail and has been on the run for 2 years now. Fox 6's Ashley Sears explains he could be out of state.
Dark secrets can only be buried for so long before they're dug up.
He's obviously a danger to the public because he doesn't seem to care, really.
U.S. Marshals say a place for resting in peace became the site of violence 7 years ago.
He's wanted for 2 counts of sexual assault against 2 different victims.
Prosecutors say 56-year-old Wayne Minor brought 2 women to the cemetery on 2 separate occasions and sexually assaulted them, first in 2018 and then again 2 years later.
And in 2020, he does the same thing again, this time pistol whipping the female while she's trying to get away.
Minor was arrested and charged and brought to the Milwaukee County Jail. It was there, investigators say, he tried soliciting the help of another inmate for more nefarious actions. The man told authorities Minor was trying to get rid of the victims in the cases.
Says like, hey, this guy wants to have these people killed.
A criminal complaint explains recorded conversations backed up the claims. After demanding a speedy trial, Minor bonded out. He had been showing up to court, but in 2023, he disappeared and a warrant was issued for his arrest.
Now that he's wanted, kind of makes him even a little bit more unstable.
U.S. Marshals say the Milwaukee man could be with family in Missouri or Mississippi, but may be coming to the Cream City on occasion.
The warrants aren't going to go away. We're not going to stop looking.
It's a case U.S. Marshals won't let die. Hopeful someone knows where Minor's located, and it's the nail in the coffin. In Milwaukee, Ashley Sears, Fox 6 News.
Ashley, thank you. Wayne Minor is 5 foot 9 inches tall and weighs about 290 pounds. The 56-year-old has a money sign tattoo on his upper right bicep. Minor does have ties to Milwaukee, Missouri, and Mississippi. If you know where he is, call the U.S. Marshals tip line at the number on your screen, 414-297-3707. You will remain anonymous.
After Minor's profile aired on Fox 6 News, U.S. Marshals say multiple tips led to his arrest in Greenville, Mississippi.
He has a criminal past dating back more than 30 years after being released from federal prison. U.S. Marshals say the Milwaukee man got in trouble again.
And he's now on the run. Fox 6's Ashley Sears explains why investigators say he's considered armed and dangerous.
When you don't learn from your mistakes, they are often repeated.
A lot of violent felonies back in the 90s.
For more than 30 years, Willie Holland has been getting in trouble with the law.
He is considered a career criminal in the court system.
The 52-year-old has a rap sheet nearly 30 pages long.
Robbery with use of force, possession with intent to distribute.
Showing patterns are hard to break.
Resisting, obstructing.
In 2020, the Milwaukee man was federally indicted for a gun charge. He spent more than 4 years in prison and was put on supervised release. In July of this year, he was stopped by Milwaukee police on the city's south side.
He was pulled over. They were able to locate some drugs, a lot of U.S. currency cash, indicative of dealing drugs.
He was arrested and released before a federal detainer could be put in place. Authorities advised Holland he had to report to the probation office when U.S. Marshals say he refused and a warrant was issued for his arrest.
Mr. Holland basically just agreed to not show up and essentially said he's going to go on the run.
Holland is believed to be in the Milwaukee area. He uses the nickname Junior and has an unmistakable teardrop tattoo on his face. Authorities believe he's continuing his old ways.
Although he's a little bit older these days, he still has the tendencies to do things kind of erratically.
U.S. Marshals say Holland can break the cycle and stop repeating the same old patterns. In Milwaukee, Ashley Sears, Fox 6 News.
If you can help locate any of the fugitives that are still on the run, you're strongly encouraged to call the U.S. Marshals tip line at 414-297-3707. You will remain anonymous.